Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
New to Photoshop Elements 13, the Refine Selection Brush tool is a selection tool that gives you the ability to add pixels to or remove pixels from an existing selection by automatically detecting edges within an image. You can also use the tool to manually add pixels to or remove pixels from selections. In addition, it can also be used to smooth jagged edges within existing pixel selections. To enable this tool, choose the Refine Selection Brush tool from the toolbox and, if necessary, the Tool Options bar. In the Tool Options bar, first select which mode this tool will use to adjust pixels in the selection. You can select the Add to Selection or Subtract from Selection buttons to manually add or remove pixels from an existing selection, much in the same way that the Selection Brush tool does. The Push Selection button is used to push an existing selection line to force it to snap to the first edge found within the image that is adjacent to the existing selection line. The Smooth Selection button is used to smooth jagged edges within the selection lines that exist. After selecting the mode to use, set the pixel size of the tool by using the Size slider or by entering a pixel value into the adjacent field. If you are using the Push Selection mode, you can use the Snap Strength slider to adjust the image edge snapping strength. When you place this tool over the image, note that the mouse cursor for this tool appears as two concentric circles. The inner circle is the size of the actual pixel selection brush, while the outer circle is the area surrounding the brush within which this tool will look for image edges to which it can snap the selection lines. How you use this tool is also dependent on the mode that you selected. If you chose the Add to Selection mode, then either click and drag or click and hold down the mouse button to manually add the pixels underneath the inner circle to the existing selection or create a new selection. Pixels that appear under the inner circle are immediately added. If you click and hold down the mouse button, pixels will slowly be added to the selection within the outer circle as well, based on the edges found in the image. Likewise, if you selected the Subtract from Selection mode, then either click and drag or click and hold down the mouse button to manually remove the pixels underneath the inner circle from the existing selection. Pixels that appear under the inner circle are immediately removed. If you click and hold down the mouse button, pixels will slowly be removed from the selection within the outer circle as well, based on the edges found in the image. If you selected the Push Selection mode and wish to expand a selection, place the cursor inside of the existing selection so that any selection line that falls within the outer circle will snap outward to expand that selection edge to the next image edge found within the outer circle. To shrink a selection, place the cursor outside of the selection so that any selection line that falls within the outer circle will snap inward to contract the selection edge to the next image edge found within the outer circle. If you selected the Smooth Selection mode, then simply click and drag the cursor or click and hold down the mouse pointer over the selection lines to which you want to apply smoothing in an existing selection. Like most of the other selection tools, note that you can also click the Refine Edge button in the Tool Options bar if desired, to further refine the edge of the selection by using the Refine Edges dialog box, which is discussed in a later lesson in this chapter.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.